Y'all, the hip-hop world is absolutely shook right now because Redman just dropped some absolutely jaw-dropping accusations that have everyone talking. And trust me, this isn't your ordinary celebrity drama. We're talking about some seriously explosive claims about none other than the rising star Sexyy Red. Can you believe it? Redman is out here spilling all the tea, claiming that Sexyy Red gave him STDs. And he's not just stopping there, he's going after everyone he feels betrayed him. The drama is absolutely intense, and I'm here to break it all down for you. Now, if you've been anywhere near social media lately, you know Sexyy Red has been absolutely dominating the headlines. But this time, it's not about her chart-topping music or viral moments. It's about these absolutely wild accusations from Redman that have the whole industry buzzing. Let me tell you, the connection between these two runs so much deeper than anyone could have imagined. While Sexyy Red has been absolutely crushing it lately, we're talking sold-out shows, viral tracks that have TikTok in a chokehold, and just being the ultimate queen of unapologetic style. This drama is threatening to overshadow all of that. And speaking of drama, let's talk about Redman for a minute. This man has never been one to hold his tongue. Between his completely unfiltered interviews and those social media rants that have everyone's notifications blowing up, he's been calling people out left and right. Add in the fact that he's got this mysterious new project in the works, and suddenly everyone's paying extra close attention to every single word coming out of his mouth. But here's what everyone's wondering. Is this all just a calculated publicity move, or is there something much more scandalous brewing beneath the surface? The fans are going crazy trying to figure out how these two even crossed paths in the first place. With Redman throwing around words like betrayal and making these shocking accusations, people are convinced there's a whole lot more to this story than meets the eye. Even though they come from completely different worlds in hip-hop, there's clearly something that brought them together, even if they never officially confirmed it. Let me break down these two incredible artists for you, because their backgrounds make this whole situation even more fascinating. First up, let's dive into Redman's story. This man, pure Newark, New Jersey energy. If you know anything about Newark, you already know what I'm talking about. That raw, gritty East Coast vibe that you just can't fake. His whole sound is this incredible mix of funky beats and real talk, with these absolutely wild bars that somehow still hit hard. But hold on to your seats, because Redman's come-up story is absolutely wild. Picture this: expelled from Montclair State University at just 16 because of grades, then his own mother kicked him out for selling that white. But did that stop him? Absolutely not. He started DJing as DJ Cut Killer, playing local parties and hustling to make his mark in the industry. Then came this magical moment when Eric Sermon from EPMD spotted him while he was DJing for Lords of the Underground. Eric saw something special in him and boom, took him on tour. By 1992, Redman dropped his debut album that had everyone absolutely losing it. We're talking critics raving, fans going crazy, and that gold certification that proved he wasn't just another rapper. He was a force to be reckoned with. His style? Completely unique. This perfect blend of P-Funk vibes and classic East Coast grit, topped with clever wordplay and this raw energy that just can't be contained. And let's not forget, this man helped make weed culture what it is in hip-hop today. Him and Method Man, absolute legends in that department. Speaking of Method Man, their partnership is literally iconic. Those Blackout albums in '99 and 2009, pure fire. And don't even get me started on their movie How High. If you haven't seen it, you are seriously missing out. They even had their own sitcom. But Redman didn't stop there. This man has done it all. Movies, voice acting, even showing up in Seed of Chucky. Talk about versatility. Through everything, Redman has stayed true to his Newark roots. It's in his DNA, flowing through everything he creates. He's not just a rapper. He's literally helped shape hip-hop culture, inspiring entire generations to keep it real. Now, let's switch gears and talk about Sexyy Red. This queen is bringing something completely different to the table. Straight out of St. Louis, she's got that southern heat that's absolutely undeniable. Her music? Pure fire. We're talking bass-heavy beats that make you want to hit the club and turn all the way up. Her lyrics are bold, raw, and dripping with confidence, especially when it comes to owning her sexuality and running things her way. So imagine these two worlds colliding. It's like mixing fire with gasoline. Explosive in the best possible way. But here's where things get really interesting. Word on the street is there might have been more than just musical chemistry between these two. You know what they say about opposites attracting. Let me spill some more tea. You know how the music industry works. It's this crazy web of connections that goes so much deeper than what we see on the surface. One DM, one chance meeting at an after party, and suddenly things get real interesting real quick. And with Sexyy Red and Redman, let's just say people are whispering about some behind-the-scenes action that nobody saw coming. While they've kept things professional in public, we all know how things can get in this industry. Nothing is ever just what it seems, and these STD rumors, they're spreading faster than a viral TikTok dance. Now, I'm not saying it's true, but you know what they say. Where there's smoke, there might be a prescription needed. But here's where it gets really interesting. Let's not forget about Redman's celibacy journey.
You might get around other people that's still doing what you're trying to quit from. So it's not just about quitting. It's about allowing yourself to get around from the distractions.
As we just saw, Redman got super real about his celibacy journey, and it goes deeper than anyone expected. For over 2 whole years, this man completely abstained from any intimate relations. And the reason? It all started after this absolutely brutal combination of a rough breakup and a 7-year divorce that had him questioning everything. This wasn't just affecting his love life, it was impacting his whole career, including pushing back his highly anticipated Muddy Waters 2 album. But Redman took that time to focus on himself, staying celibate for 2.5 years. And it wasn't just about intimacy, he even gave up smoking. According to him, it was the absolute best decision he could have made for himself.
Straight 2.5 years. And it was the best thing I could have ever done in my life. Celibacy, 2.5 years, no smoking, 2.5 years.
The transformation was incredible. According to Redman, cutting out all those distractions allowed his creativity to absolutely soar. He was finally able to focus on growing both as an artist and as a person, without all the chaos clouding his vision. But let me tell you, it wasn't all smooth sailing. The man himself admitted there were times when the temptation was almost too much to handle. He even had moments where he felt like he was losing it from being alone. It got so intense that he had to have serious conversations with God just to stay on track. Not everyone could stick to such a challenging commitment, but Redman did it. And that inner peace he found, it was exactly what he needed. The proof is in the music. Muddy Waters 2 dropped during this transformative period, showing everyone how personal growth can create absolute magic in the studio. But now, despite all that spiritual fasting, Redman's caught up in these wild rumors with Sexyy Red. And honestly, it's not completely out of the realm of possibility. Sexyy Red has this way of keeping everyone guessing, and Redman, despite his chill vibes, is no stranger to the unpredictable nature of hip-hop connections. Just imagine, maybe they crossed paths at some industry event and sparks started flying, or perhaps Redman was feeling the incredible energy Sexyy brings and decided to explore things a little further. Now, we don't have solid proof, but let's be real, these kinds of unexpected hookups happen in the industry all the time. It's all speculation right now, but with Sexyy Red being as controversial as she is, this wouldn't even crack her top 5 most shocking rumors. Hip-hop has this amazing history of surprising connections that nobody sees coming. Remember Lil Kim and Biggie? Their connection went way beyond the studio and had everyone talking. Fast forward to more recent times. Look at Megan Thee Stallion collaborating with Beyoncé on Savage. 2 generations of Houston greatness coming together to create pure magic. Or what about those rumors about Nicki Minaj and Nas? Nobody saw that coming. The bold, flashy queen linking up with the reserved lyrical legend. Even though it was never officially confirmed, just the possibility had everyone absolutely shook. So, if something is actually brewing between Sexyy Red and Redman, it wouldn't be the first time hip-hop threw us a complete curveball. But here's what's really got people talking. With Redman being so committed to his celibacy journey these past couple years, focusing on self-improvement and spiritual growth, what changed? Did something happen with Sexyy Red that made him completely rethink his stance on relationships and intimacy? We all know the hip-hop world has its secrets. There's always more going on behind closed doors than what we see in public. The underground romantic scene in hip-hop is a whole different world, and most of these stories never make it to the blogs. Could Redman and Sexyy Red's potential involvement be another chapter in that hidden history? Hip-hop has always been this perfect storm of public drama and private affairs, and it's totally possible that these kinds of secret connections could stay hidden in plain sight. But what do you think about this possible connection between Sexyy and Redman? Could there really be something going on here? Or is this just another wild what-if scenario that has everyone talking? Make sure to drop your thoughts down below in the comments. And don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and stick around for this next video too.